there. I'm going to show you how I use Deva Curl products. I've been using them for about a year, and I've definitely noticed a big change in the way my hair lays and curls. I went to a Deva Curl or a Deva Cut specialist. I think it was November of last year. That's the first haircut I had in over 18 months, just because I have a 3-year-old and I hadn't had time. I didn't have any days away from her, and so it's just been difficult. And so definitely that technique that they show you really helps. So if you've never done it before and you're having trouble, I probably would recommend finding someone. It's a little expensive the first time, but when you treat your hair a little bit better, I feel like it's kind of worth it. So the first thing I did is I washed my hair with the Deva Curl shampoo and conditioner. I only use that on the days that I wear my hair down. Now I do wash my hair every day. It just, no matter what I've tried, there's no way of washing it the night before or having, days in between. My hair looks like a rat mess. It just doesn't matter how I style it, how I wear it before bed or anything. It just doesn't look good. So I've just never been able to get around that. And anytime I don't wash my hair for a day, it just becomes more tangled the next day, and it really just doesn't work for me. So I'm gonna turn the fan off. So I washed my hair with the shampoo and the conditioner. My hair is feeling a little dry today, so I used the I think it's melt into moisture, and I just put like a good dollop on my hand and just smoothed it through my hair and let it sit for about 3 minutes. I use a wide tooth comb in my shower, and that's what I use to comb my hair before I get out. I usually do that somewhere between the shampoo and conditioner process before rinsing it. And again, that seems to help a lot with tangles. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna take my towel off camera and put something else on so no accidents happen, and I'll be right back. Biggest thing, don't dry your hair. Okay, so I'm back. I absolutely hate the feeling of wet hair dripping on my body. So I usually do this immediately after getting out of the shower. That way I can get rid of that feeling right away. If I have to get dressed first, then my hair, I feel like it's slicking against my skin and makes a cringe. So anyways, okay, so I just got out of the shower. My hair is still kind of dripping. I only gave it like half a little squeeze, and that was it. You really shouldn't do that much. You want it to be dripping, and it is dripping on me. So when I left the Deva Cut person, the only thing that she recommended was the leave-in decadence cream and the it was the Archangel Gel. It might have been the lighter one of this, and I might have gone up. I don't really remember. I think this is the correct one. I think the kits that you can buy, the little travel packs, have a stronger hold, and that works too. But these are the only two things she did, and my hair was good. But after watching a few videos, I felt like I could do a little bit more. And so then I added in some of the cream. I just recently switched to the super cream. I was using one before it, so I thought I'd just try it. I don't know, it's not the same for me. I don't really notice that much difference. So you can kind of see my hair just on its own. Again, I only combed it in the shower with still conditioner in, and it's got some good curls. I usually have a hard time in the top. They did give me these little clips to use, or actually I bought these. They did it this thing. It kind of works. I feel like my hair lays kind of funky when I do it, so I don't use it very often. And then the last thing I use right before I blow dry my hair with a diffuser on low heat is the Set It Free style, and I just got a travel size. I just wanted to try it, see if it worked. Didn't really want to spend $20 or whatever it was if it wasn't going to do much of a difference, and I actually feel like this kind of works. So this does do a good job. So all right, so I'm going to start. I usually do it over my bathtub. I'm going to do it over here on my sink, and that's just so it drips kind of away. I was doing it in my shower, but I don't know, that wasn't working very well for me. So just gonna flip my hair over, kind of get all that stuff out. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of smooth it over my hair, and I don't do very much of this. 2 pumps each and just adding a little bit, especially like my scalp area, kind of right there on top, because that's the part that I notice is always the frizziest. And then I just kind of scrunch my hair up just lightly. Okay. I shed a lot, so you'll notice me grabbing hair. I just can't stand the feeling again. I'm fairly particular about this kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna do this. And this has been an issue of like my whole life. This has nothing to do with the products. I'm not losing chunks of hair like I've heard people claim about. It's just little strands. Normal shedding usually happens when my hair is wet and not during the day. So I don't know. All right, so which one to do first? Gel, then cream. Okay, if you do it the other way around, I've heard you can have like weird white spots in your hair, so I don't know. Sorry, cream first, then gel. Heavy before light. Sorry about that. Okay. So some people say they smooth it, you can scrunch it, whatever works for you. I'm not really much of a smoother with this stuff. It's pretty thick in my mind, and I don't know, I don't want my hair to be too heavy. So that, maybe one more pump, we'll see. So I kind of just finger comb my hair. Yeah, this one definitely smells different. The one, this is Super Cream. I forgot what the name of the other one is, but it's the cream. The same thing. That one smells like Skittles. It smells delicious. This one smells, it's a little bit more coconutty. Okay, so I can already see my hair is kind of frizzing out, and I might be due for a haircut too. I think I last had one in May. Needs a little bit of a trim. I'm not one that goes every, 6 weeks like they say. Like, it's too much in my mind, but I probably am overdue. Trying to get that hair out my hands, but it's hard for you to see, but I think you can see these little wisping strands right here. So that's what I'm trying to tone down. So enough of that. Then do a little bit of gel, okay? So whenever I do this at the salon and they do this, there's usually more of like a noticeable, if you can hear that noise, but I'll have more dripping. Again, I said right before I got out of the shower, I did like a little quick squeeze, so I didn't have so much dripping all over my back and floor because I just can't stand that. But my hair is still pretty wet, but as I've been doing this, my hair does dry fast if I leave it down. I'm gonna wrap it up in a towel and I'm gonna show you that, and it'll stay pretty moist. And the only reason I do this is then it gives me time, I'll wash my hands real quick, it gives me time to get dressed. Again, I have a 3-year-old. Sometimes she wakes up in the middle of my process, and so then I have to get her ready, take her to the potty, and all that. And I don't want my hair to dry out before it's ready. So if I was only, halfway through or not ready, I'm gonna tie it up, but not twist my hair because that could lose some of the curl and frizz it out. There are different products to use. There is, if you go to like Ulta, they sell these products and they have these microfiber towels. And they believe they sell this. There's like a little kit where you can do like shampoo and conditioner and you can get one of these. This is a small one. It really doesn't do much. This is great when I don't wear my hair down and I put it up. I'm a nurse, so my hair's up a lot of times. And I'll take this and I'll squeeze out any extra water. I bought the bigger one. Okay, this does good. I can wrap my hair in this one. Not that great. I have thick hair, but I can get it enough. But what I normally use is a t-shirt towel. And I bought this online. I don't know. I saw like an ad for it, or not an ad. I watched a YouTube video, and I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was, but It's like something like Urban Dry Goods or something like that, but there was actually like a store in Michigan, I think she linked it to. And they had tons of styles of these, and so I bought this, and this is what I use. So so don't use a regular towel. Don't use those little turby things that you wrap your hair up, because that will frizz your hair out. And I was doing that for years, and didn't realize how much it was kind of ruining my hair and ruining my curls. So you want a flat surface. A bed's great. I don't have a way of setting my camera up so you can see that. I'm gonna do it, let's see here. I'm gonna do it on my tub, but not finish all the way, and I'll show you what I did. So I'm gonna lay it down flat and put my hair down in the middle. Okay, let's see if I can do this. And then you're gonna flip the top over down to the back of your head towards your neck, and then you grab the two sides. So what I'm looking at is like this, okay? And I look kind of ridiculous. My hair is starting to fall down, so I have to get down. And so I just like to pull it tight at my neck, and then I take the two sides and I start to twist it. And I'm holding the piece by my hair to keep it in place, and I grab that. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And my hair is starting to fall out because I moved. So I'm gonna shake it in, okay? So I'm kind of twisting the both of them. I'm hoping my hair is in. All right, looks ridiculous. My husband just laughs at me when I do this. But I do that, and then I tie the two ends. And that's why I like this, is because it's really long. And so I tie the two ends like that, and then my hair is just sitting, it kind of fell out a little bit, because I normally do this like on my bed where I have more space. But my hair is sitting like right here. It normally would be more on top. So I might fix it a little bit. But then it's not sucking all the moisture out of your hair. And that's why it's really great. So I usually travel with this. Again, I know I look ridiculous. I think I wrapped it kind of funny, so let me see if I can fix it. Okay, so that looks better. Okay, so I would tie it. All right, that's one way I do it. The other way is your normal twisty thing, but again, I'm not gonna twist my hair up. I'm only gonna twist the towel. So I'm gonna put it on like this, okay? I'm gonna take the two ends and bring them together, and then I just twist the fabric, but my hair is still loose in the middle, okay? And then I grab the whole thing and flip it over. So only this part here is twisted, not my hair in between. And that's another way I do it. And this one seems to work and hold a lot better, okay? So I'm gonna get dressed, and then I'll come back and show you the rest. Okay, so I'm back. It's probably only been 5 or 10 minutes. So, sorry. So I think it was Lakeshore Dry Goods, not Urban Dry Goods. I don't know what I was thinking. I know I have a store here in Minneapolis somewhere, but I don't know if it's the same store as the one that was linked, that was like in Michigan, that sent me this hair, this cotton towel, or a t-shirt towel, I think that's what it's called. If you guys like it and you want me to try to find it, I can try to search for the link of what I used. So I'm all ready. I'm gonna try to make this a little bit quick because I'm gonna have some company over in about a half an hour, and I still gotta tidy up the downstairs full of daycare junk, preschool stuff that they send home, and toys everywhere, and dog toys. So, all right, so let's take my hair out. It looks pretty good. I part on the side a little bit. I'm not that picky with my hair. I end up putting it up by the end of the day anyways. I mean, that's why it doesn't ever work when I try to do my hair more than once. I tried it once. It was okay, but I mean, I had to spray with water like all over to get it to even look any but just decent. And then I could just tell it felt weird. It didn't look the same. I don't know if people can go 3, 4, or 5 days without a wash. My hair looks like shit. So I'm gonna try these just to show you guys how they use them. It's kind of, I don't know, it takes a little while to get used to it. But definitely however you want. So if you want your hair to be flat, you can lay it flat. If you want to poof off, just gonna see here. Take a little bit of a chunk and I'm just going to kind of like that. I might just fix it a little bit. So something to make it go up, okay? And I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna start at the back. It's easier for me that way. Nope, that one didn't work. Okay. It's all about the placement, and I learned I was doing it wrong until I went into that second haircut, and then I was like, okay, can kind of do it. I still am not the greatest. So I feel like that one's just gonna, and I have a weird kind of spot right there in this spot. I don't know why I'm even bothering with it. It doesn't ever do what I want. But okay, so we'll try. All right, so I'm gonna blow dry it. Before I do, I'm just gonna do a couple of spritz of this. Okay. All right, so that would be it. All right, so I use my blow dryer diffuser on warm air, not hot, and on low heat. And I only do it for a few minutes, maybe until it's about halfway, 3/4 dry, but not all the way. Once I start to see more frizz, I know I'm done. I need to stop messing with my hair, okay? done. All right, looks a little crazy. All right, so that was 4.5, 5 minutes, okay? So I'm gonna try to take some of these clips out. Without tangling my hair up, because sometimes it pulls. Okay. So like I said, it doesn't do that much for me. Maybe I'm just not doing it right. Okay, so depending on how I feel like my hair is going to behave, I might give it a little quick spritz of hairspray before I go out, but I'm basically done. It's still a little damp in some spots, but I don't want to over dry it because that's just going to ruin your curls, your style, more frizz. And I just, this is a little frizzy right here, but that's kind of the front area, and I don't know, I'm used to that. So I have a lot of little flyaways. So I'm basically done. I just want to say that even though when my hair was wet and it looked really curly, that's just the way it looks when it's wet. But if I were to put no products in my hair and let it dry naturally, or even blow dry it, I would have hair out to here and it'd be a big frizzy mess, and it tends to straighten over time versus when I have products in. So I really need the products to keep my curls in place, or I lose them. And this has been a struggle, like for me with my curls. When I was growing up, my mom bought me mousse or that really cheap hair gel that was like purple or green, and I would have crunchy hair on one side and fluffy hair on the other side because I didn't know how to balance it out. It never did anything. It looked horrible. I basically hated my hair, and I spent years trying to figure out how to straighten it to make it look better, because that was the only thing that I felt looked good because I didn't know how to do my hair. So it really takes practice, some learning, education. Again, I was doing lots of things wrong, using that hair turbine thing that's actually, not made of the right type of material for your hair, drying it out completely in the thing, squeezing all my hair out, not putting products in when it was soaking wet, so it'd be slightly damp, but it wasn't soaking wet. And that's probably been the biggest difference completely out of this, everything that I've learned, because I have, a coworker who has really curly hair, like she hides things in her hair. It's pretty funny. And she wanted to know what I was doing because, her hair looks great, but I think she struggles like me trying to find the right products that work. And she said my hair looks, great and bouncy that day. And I was like, well, thank you. I try, but sometimes I have some really crappy hair days and sometimes I have some great hair days. And then sometimes I get hot, which is a lot of the time at work, and I usually will use like a big, like a big clip like this and just maybe put half my hair back like that. Or if I'm like totally miserable, my whole hair will go up. Maybe not quite like this. Looks a little fancy to me, but usually it's, I flip my hair over, shove it up into a bun, and call it a day. So I hope this helps. I just thought, I've been watching so many of these videos, and people ask me how I've been doing my hair, and to say I watch videos is not always that most helpful when people don't know which videos to watch. So I thought I'd just make my own and share how I do it. I know a lot of people do a lot more steps than I do, maybe a little bit more basic. I've tried the basic, it doesn't work for me. I'm not gonna spend the time, a lot of money on products. These are not cheap. I didn't go out and buy all of them at once. I started small. So I started with just the, what is it? The leave-in decadence and the styling cream. And then from there, I bought the shampoo and conditioner and the towel. And then months later, I decided to add in the styling cream. And then just recently, I bought this. But there are travel packs. I think it's like $30, and you can get shampoo, conditioner, the cream, and the gel. And that's a great start, and see if it works for you. I bought that at Ulta when I went on a cruise. I didn't want to haul all my products with me because, I mean, those bathrooms are tiny. I had nowhere to put it, so I wasn't going to bring it all with me. And it was like the perfect little setup that I needed for my vacation. I still have it, so I'll use it next time I go on vacation. And then so I just, again, I don't use the products every day, so it saves me money because I don't always have the time every morning to do my hair. So just do what works for you. Just make sure your hair is soaking wet and that you can run your fingers through it in the shower. That's probably the biggest thing. You know, like again, I use a big wide tooth comb that just hangs in the shower, bought at Target. That's all I use. I don't brush my hair anymore. Again, another thing I was doing wrong is I was using, you know, a wet brush. I was using something like this. And I mean, this works great for my daughter who has really curly hair. I can brush the hell out of her hair and it'll just bounce right back up and nothing ever happens. So she's lucky. But when I use this, I start to lose my curls over time. So I only use that on days that my hair goes up and straight. So hope this helps. Let me know what you liked in the comments. Thanks, have a good day.